One thing that I've noticed that is consistent about black male Trump supporters, in addition to the hatred they spew about people that look like them, or that they're allowed to be spewed about people that look like them, is just how ashy they are. Why are they always so dusty? It ain't no Nivea, ain't no Jergens, ain't no Vaseline intensive care, nothing. Just always dusty. Like, is there no lotion at a Trump rally? Like, do they want to be white so bad that they forget to moisturize? I know that they want to make America great again. But in order to do that, maybe y'all niggas should try making America greasy again. I defy you to watch either the confirmation hearings for any member of Trump's cabinet, anyone, or anytime they subsequently go in front of the Congress or the Senate to ask the questions about their supposed level of expertise. I defy you to have anybody go in front of the Congress or Senate and wow you with their knowledge or their expertise. I don't care if it's Kash Patel, who's in charge of the FBI. I don't care if it's Dr. Oz. I don't care if it's Linda McMahon. I don't care, especially RFK. They all sound like pawns, which is what they are. They're patsies. Nothing is remarkable about these people. They only have one thing in common, and one thing you need, a couple of things you need to get a cabinet position with Trump. You have to be white, you have to be loyal, and you have to be determined to destroy whatever department he selects you for. Name me one person that's respected in their field by anybody in their field. One. You'll have RFK writing papers and letting AI write medical papers. And experts are saying this is not true. You'll have the Secretary of Defense actually doing on a compromise act and letting our enemies know what our moves are. You'll have Linda McMahon, who knows nothing about education. Kash Patel doesn't look like an FBI agent. He looks like a confused, like his eyes look big. He actually looks like somebody who's taking the drugs he's supposed to be arresting people for. There was a movie, and I think it was Sean Connery's last movie, and it was A League of Extraordinary Men, A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Donald Trump, if it were a movie, would be called The League of Mediocre White Men. I have watched any number of people of all kinds of stripes, people, theologians, politicians, people who consider themselves activists, all kinds of people on the conservative right talk about empathy. And they talked about empathy as if it was a pariah, empathy as if it was a moral failing. And they referred to empathy as a weakness. And it's interesting that they would call themselves Christian and be anti-empathy, because that is the tenet, a core tenet of Christianity. So that is being, a Christian without the empathy is like being a sushi chef without the fish. But empathy is apparently a weakness to a lot of people. And you never know, but I have always believed and hold this now, that empathy is quintessentially human. Human. It is the core of humanity. It certainly is the core of Christianity, if you call yourself Christ-like. But how is it that you can despise empathy, that you think it is a weakness, that you think that people are susceptible to it, like it's the cold or the flu, and that you despise empathy, but would like it when someone who you love is hurt or killed? We can either decide to be human and empathic, whether we relate to, like, or understand a person or not. But in America, nothing is more American. Nothing is more quintessentially who we are than violence against people we disagree with, and then having a lack of empathy when we don't relate to them, when we don't like them, when they don't look like us. I don't know how you can be a Christian nation and call yourself a Christian nation and extol the virtues of Christianity, but only be empathic when they look like you. That's not Christianity. That's not humanity. That's tribalism.